Y'all know I'm having computer issues. My computer been compromised, but it's all good because I'm going to buy another one. This one been compromised because I talk too much of that truth talk. I ain't scared of you, so let's go. So, first of all, Moore County power grid attack. Moore County power grid attack. Video about Moore County attacks shared by neo-Nazi arrested in Baltimore, Maryland. Substations plot documents show. On February the 8th, 2023. Right? Pay attention. While we worrying about my fault, I'm trying my best. My fault. Let me get my camera back right. Need y'all to see this. All right. So, says Baltimore MD, WGHP, FBI agents have said they do not believe that the attack on Duke Energy Station in Moore County, Baltimore, man, all right, are connected to thwarted attacks on thwarted attacks. Understand? Phonetics, linguistics, they play with words with us. English is a very magical, mysterious language. It's real slick because you can change vowels, all kinds of stuff, consonants. You know, you got to pay attention. So I'm going to say thwarted. Thwarted meaning dark attacks in Baltimore, dark people. Baltimore, Maryland. Who live in Baltimore, Maryland, man? Come on now. Let's keep it real. Moors. But the criminal complaint does offer a connection. Brandon Russell of Florida and Sarah Clendaniel of Maryland were taken into custody by FBI for planning to attack 5 substations in Maryland. Now, does anybody know what a substation is? Probably not too many. I know what a substation is because I used to be an overhead lineman. Substations energize the neighborhood. So if you go past like a gated power, what could I call it, section in the neighborhood, that's where the electricity is feeding to the whole neighborhood. So these are substations. I seen a guy get electrocuted in one of these. Right? These are nothing to be played with. So mostly around Baltimore in the hopes of completely destroying the city and leaving people without power during a time of the year when energy usage is high, so people don't freeze to death. The heat. So they applied this out. They said we're gonna get them when it's cold outside. And the whole time, all we worrying about is Jay Prince They're gonna snitch. None of the platforms, man. None of the big platforms. I'm a small baby platform. Why? Because I tell the truth. I tell stuff that everybody is scared to talk about. That's why my numbers are low. So you can tell who the real are. They're the ones with the low numbers. Because we tell the truth, the real truth. While we being distracted behind goofy ass, the Prince goofy asses, polluting the community, killing our people faster than these nuts can. These nut asses can. See, we got a whole money machine working towards getting rid of you. Do you know that this is the? Do you know that us in America, you, Atachton, you, Moore, you, indigenous, melanated, you in America, everything that's going on in the world right now is behind you because we're waking up. We got priest kings like me, okay? You got brothers like Asir, the Duke of Tears. You got brothers like PNF. You got brothers like Dr. Aleem El Bey. You got brothers like Sacred Grove. You got brothers like D Calico. His channel called Shadow Band. Why? Because we get at memes, we get at shit. The real shit. So right now we're being distracted. We're being distracted by a whole bunch of goofy shit. While there is a war, there's a war being waged on you. So let me continue. There's a war being waged on you, nuts. Stop trying to kill each other. Stop killing each other. Because in a minute, we ain't going to have nobody to fight the war with. It was slick how they did it. They implemented, they threw drugs in the neighborhood. Man, I see on TV more fucking documentaries about dope dealers. And man, look, I'm tired of looking at that shit. Why do we glorify the people that destroy our communities? Why are you put on a pedestal because you strung out my aunt? Because you strung out somebody's grandmother? Why are you on a pedestal? You need to be hung from a fucking tree. Let's keep it real. Yeah, I ain't gonna say I've been an angel, but as you get older, man, you grow up. You should. You got a lot of OGs out here, man. They still acting like they 2 years old, man. The whole conversation's supposed to change now. Now you're supposed to be teaching them youngins when you become a 40 or 50-year-old OG. Now your whole game plan should change. Now you should be teaching them how to buy land, how to save money, how to fucking not buy a chain, how to fucking buy some property and fuck all the pills and all that dumbass shit. But I digress. Let me finish, man. So where did I stop at? All right, so we're going to start here. So it says, Russell is the co-founder of Atomwaffen Division, a neo-Nazi group, though the group renamed itself National Socialist Order after Russell and his roommate was arrested. Russell was convicted for unlawfully possessing explosives in 2018. So what the hell he doing home? So they could let him blow up some more shit. So yeah, he would get nut asses right here. Yeah. All right. So it says his roommate, who was charged in the murders of two other people they lived with. So they killing each other too. The energy coming right back at them. See, karma is serious. It come right back around. Positive karma, negative karma, it comes back around. Told investigators that Russell and his roommates have been planning to attack infrastructure. Infrastructure is everything that's underground, like gas, water, electric, steam, fiber optics. Yeah, including power infrastructures and a nuclear plant in Florida. The criminal complaint that led to the arrest of Russell and Clendaniel in February states that they both talked with a confidential human source, a rat, somebody working for the police, they told, using encrypted chat applications under the aliases of Homunculus and Nithra. Do you know what a homunculus is? Well, the white boy Dr. Longo, y'all boy, did a video about the homunculus. I gotta do the etymology on it. Shit, why not? Might take a little time because my computer acting a little crazy. But let's get the etymon up and let's look it up. Hmm. Homuncular. Okay, here it is. Homunculus. Okay, so okay, here we go. Homunculus. Homunculus is a tiny human being right? Produced by artificial. In other words, they're made by like magicians, right? Old time magicians. It's like a fly. Well, let's read what it says. Let's read what it says. Literally, little person with culus. Diminutive suffix homo, genitive humanus, which technically meant male human, but it also was used with a sense, with a sense, the human race, mankind, while in vulgar Latin, it could be used as one, anyone, they, people, and and in logical scholastic writings as a human being person. I read something different about a homunculus. I think it's just a small person. Mm, okay. It's a small something. So let's go back to our article. So homunculus, okay, well, alias homunculus. This is some esoteric stuff here. This name, right? So the source said they had been talking with Russell and Clendine since at least June 2022. They discussed tactics such as waiting until the weather was severe in order to massive strain. Do you hear that? Waiting until the wait a minute. Waiting until the weather was severe in order to maximize strain. In other words, freeze them to death. Yeah. And then all hell will break loose because then niggas gonna start breaking their houses and trying to get warm, and it's gonna be crazy. They knew, man, that's crazy. So Russell is quoted as telling the source, putting holes in transformers through is is the greatest thing somebody can do. Putting holes through transformers. Transformers are the big, uh, like like 6 foot circular round things at the top of a electric pole. What they do is they step down the electricity, right? But but they blow up. In other words, they blow up all the time. They blow up all the time. Like, yeah, he want to shoot one. He want to shoot them all up. In other words, he want to go in the hood and he want to turn the electricity off so all the Moors can freeze to death. That's what they was trying to do. Yeah. And we debating, the conscious community. We talking about we want to fight who the Indian, who the Moor, who did this, who plant, who cop. Man, ain't none of us colonized nobody. We a product of that shit. So if your peoples was in, man, whatever, you'd be surprised what you would do when your back is up against the wall. So whatever happened with all that goofiness, man, whatever. It's time to move forward, man. They love it. So all that religion and who you, man, listen, man. Wherever your heart is today, that's what you are. Period. If you feel like, man, energy, frequency, and vibration is everything, bro. Seriously. So if you feeling it, that's what you is. That's what you are. So on January 31st, the informant, the rat, had a conversation with Russell in which they talked about specific locations chosen in Maryland to attack. They were all this time, we standing on the corner, trying to figure out where the weed at. We at the store buying Gucci, we plotting on robbing and shooting our best friend because he got more money than me. We worrying about uh uh what neighborhood we gonna pollute next with the fentanyl shit, and we got motherfuckers plotting on us to kill us, and we are plotting on killing each other. Man, yo, I gotta talk about it tonight, though. I'm sorry. My channel might get shut down for this. Um, man, hit the like button, yo. Like, I don't really care about all that stuff, all that. I really don't care about all that stuff. I really don't care about all that stuff. But, yeah, man, something gotta give. I gotta get in the algorithm some kind of way so I can get the information that we need to be hearing out to y'all. Wait a minute. My phone trying to go dead. And I ain't trying to let it go dead right now. You know, everything going, Satan going through everything he got. You know, us when we doing stuff like that. So, get everything back in order. So now, so while we out goofing off, it's people plotting, trying to kill us. And it's in Baltimore. It's in other cities, but they got caught in Baltimore. So other stuff going on too with man, it's just so much stuff, man. It's so much stuff, man. The drill. See that's the distraction. All the shit that's going on in the drill rap, Young Thug, Gotti, Gucci, Moochie, Nucci, Lucci, Ducci, Coochie, all this shit. Distraction. Cause while they doing this. A lot of other shit going on too. But understand, they after you, a touchdown of America, of Amaru. They after you. They on your ass. And you lunching. So, all mostly close to Baltimore, except one near the Pennsylvania border, which the informant questions, right? North Carolina, and then they throwing in Carolina. Carolina's back in there, man. And we know about now. I know y'all know about the oldest man in the world that they named Albert Perry, 384,000 years ago, found in the Carolinas. So they on Carolina heavy too. And these balloons that they shooting out the air, first of all, how we know what's in them damn balloons? We don't know what they spitting into the atmosphere when they shot